How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? Welcome. If you're brand new here, this channel is a spirituality channel all about magic, money, and metaphysics. I'm Reverend Valerie, love at your service, and the author of over 20 books on practical spirituality and the occult. I'm a practicing Christian witch and here to just ascend the consciousness of everyone who likes to participate in this kind of move of spirit. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so now we're going to bring on our clubhouse family. And let's see, we're going to do that right now. Welcome. So we are live every single morning at 40 Money Mantras for 8 weeks. How you loving? How you loving? How was your weekend? I had an incredible weekend. I haven't eaten since Friday, and it's Monday. I'm very proud of myself because I'm big into fasting now. I'm big into this fasting lifestyle. Well, over the years, I've done a lot of fasting. Usually, I do the master cleanse. I used to do the master cleanse like every year, like 10-day master cleanse, and then it takes you like 2 days to kind of, you know, come from the master cleanse of no food into food again. So it's really like maybe 12, sometimes 14 days, 16 days of not really eating a whole lot of food. Super good for your health. Super good. If you knew all the things that happened in your body when you just close your pie hole, it would be amazing. Truly. And for spiritual people, like all of you lovely people here on this channel, for spiritual people, it's super important because your third eye opens wide and you're no longer clogged, and your mental faculties and mental acuity soars. Yesterday, I was like this. Brrr. I was working on some things on Christian witches, and I was just like brrr, wide awake, super sharp, super light, super connected. It's like your whole nervous system clears up. It is incredible. Now, here we talk about your freedom spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. This is holistic. That means taking care of the body temple. That means taking care of the mind, the emotions, the emotional body, all of it. So we have a whole, hey, how you loving, how you loving, how you loving, Katina Life Coach, how you loving, how you loving, yay. So glad you're here on the live. I love it, I love it, I love it. So first of all, my butterflies are with me today. Butterflies, butterfly earrings, butterflies. My butterflies are with me today. I felt the butterflies with me today. Now, family, space is going. If you do not have your tickets for the Christian Witches Convention yet, space is going. Several more people came in over the weekend. Space is going. When you go to the website and you see that it says sold out, there will be nothing that I can do about that. Space is going. And I got to tell you something that is so amazing about the Christian Witches Convention. We are about to send this out to everyone who's attending. We are going to be doing 2 rituals, group rituals. On Friday, our space is just chef's kiss. The vendors will love it because the vendors can stay in the space with our people even after the sessions are over. So if you're a tarot card reader, an energy worker, all of that, you can do all those sessions. We have this big space that you could do all those sessions right there after our classes are done. We have classes Friday and Saturday. The whole schedule is at Christian Witches. And I'm going to tell you something. I'll show it to you in a moment. This Christian Witches Convention, we're doing 2 rituals. It's all coming. It's coming, right? Because Christian Witches Convention is Memorial Day weekend. So all of it is coming. It's coming up being in the space of the Christian Witches Convention, Christian Witches Convention. Like I live, eat, sleep, breathe the Christian Witches Convention. Right? ChristianWitches.com. So how do you get info? I'm going to give it to you right now. ChristianWitches.com. And vendors, it would be great if you are bringing your products and whatnot. and do services for people also. Do tarot card readings, do energy healings, do all the lovely things you do. Do the services for people right there in the space, because the space is beautiful. And we have the space all the way to like 11 o'clock at night. And our classes end on Friday and Saturday at 5 p.m. So you can book services for people and you'll get all the details for that. If you go to, we're going to go on screen share so that you can see it. Go to christianwitches.com. Right there. Do you love the new face of christianwitches.com? We have a new picture on the front of the website. Tons more stuff on the website. If you go to resources, yeah, videos and resources. I think we also have here now, we have a free class for you, how to be a Christian witch and 4 sacred steps. You can get that free class. I don't like to say free, complimentary, because nothing is free. It's no cost to you. Christian Witches on the Truth Seeker podcast, Christian Witches in the Wild Hunt Pagan magazine. Got to correct that little, got to give you the correct link for that. So right at the very home page is tickets on sale now for the Christian Witches Convention. And right up here, you click on Christian Witches Convention, or you can click find out more, and it will take you to all the details of the Christian Witches Convention 2023 in Las Vegas, Nevada, Memorial Day weekend. Now, Friday in the afternoon, we're going to do a Venus ritual. This is for love and money, for all your relationship stuff, for all your money stuff. They're all ruled by the planet that rules my sign, Libra. They're all ruled by Venus. All your love and money stuff is ruled by Venus. Then on Saturday, we're going to do a ritual for Jupiter, which is going to open the doors to plenitude in all your businesses, your wealth, your streams of income. We're going to buzz you up. And this is an in the space ritual, and you're going to receive in advance what to bring to the ritual, what to wear, and all of that. We have the attire, dress code, all that. You see all of that, and the location and the accommodations. You see all of that after you register, okay? After you register, you will see all of that. You cannot see it in advance because we don't just want anybody rolling up in there. You know where we are once you are registered. If you're not coming, there's no need to know where we are, right? If you're coming, you get all the goods. Woo! Delicious, delicious, delicious. Let's have a deep breath, shall we? Time to begin. Deep breath. Deep breath and turn within to the great I am. The I am that is you. You are the most powerful person in your world. You are the most powerful entity in your world. There is an African proverb that says, if there is no enemy within, one need not fear the enemy without, because they cannot touch you. If there is no enemy within, the reason why spells and hexes and curses work on people is because they have an enemy within. If you rid yourself of your enemy within, you become impervious to hexes and spells and curses and the mal-aligned intentions of others. That's your work to make yourself unfuckwithable. Let's do that now. Deep breath. That's an inside job. You making yourself happy is an inside job. You creating bliss in your world, in your life, is an inside job. Breathe. You deciding to end struggle, hard making, dragging yourself over cut glass to get your results. That's an inside job. Breathe. This word is a word of success, empowerment, inspiration, achievement, accomplishment, winning, thriving in love, beauty, bliss, calmness, poise, happiness, peace, creativity, non-competition. All this and more is already the domain in which we all live, breathe, move, and have our very existence. Ashe. I'm going to tell you a little story before we begin. I used to not have a home. I guess you could call that homeless. I used to not have a home. By the way, smash that like button, baby. Smash up the likes, smash up the shares. I used to not have a home. I used to wander like a vagrant, still making videos because I was building something that I knew was going to be eternal. And I could delay my gratification, and I could delay my gratification, and I still can delay my gratification. That's why I fasted over the weekend. I don't have to have food. I don't have to eat now. And I tell you, yesterday, the biscotti and Starbucks almost got me. But all I did was my coffee and then my green tea, my matcha. The biscotti, I was looking at it like, well, it wouldn't hurt. Here comes the little voice of littleness and resistance and not wanting you to be your supernova self. Well, if you just have a little biscotti, it's not going to do anything. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's what you say. Now, Satan is not who we were taught he is. This is a saying, right? That enables you to effectively shut down, silence the little voice of littleness from the lower mind that don't want you to be Jack. So I used to be quote unquote homeless. Now, no one can possibly be homeless. It's not possible to be homeless. Why? Because you're on planet Earth and planet Earth is your home. It is possible for you to think that you're homeless. It's not possible to be homeless. You hadn't left the planet. You were still on your home. You were still in your home. Now, maybe the home didn't look like what we had in our minds. So we were very upset, mad, whatever, frustrated that things were not going the way we wanted it to go. Why? Because our mind told us we were frustrated. There's no other way to be frustrated other than that your mind told you you're frustrated. There's no way to be lonely other than that your mind told you you were lonely. There is no way to be unhappy other than that your mind told you you are unhappy. Now, the second we understand that everything that is a negative state of consciousness is conjured in the lower mind and then spoken to us as if it were truth, and it is a lie. Until we understand that, we'll continue to be lonely, unhappy, desperate, poor, and searching for love in all the wrong places. Now, that's the truth, right? Yours truly, yes. I would not wake up early. I was up at for something. I wake up in the witching hour, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., like we talk about in the mystery school. The mystery school is going to Egypt, and oh my God, at christianwitches.com. If you go to christianwitches.com and you go to events, oh my God, go to events. I took care of this over the weekend for you, and there you see Fall Equinox and Ritual Retreat in Egypt. The mystery school is going to Egypt. Yes, in the fall equinox. And there you see that I will be taking you as a Sherpa on this excursion, this incredible excursion to Egypt. Okay. So the truth is, the truth is, every negative state of consciousness is a lie that the lower mind has conjured. Therefore, when I was in my experience of being homeless, I was mad, angry. I'm doing all this for humanity. And I'm coaching people and helping them get all they want. And I don't even have everything I want. How do you know you don't have everything you want? Well, because I don't feel like I have everything I want. Is that an actual truth or is that a thought? How do you know you're lonely? I'm lonely because I feel it when nobody's around. Well, let's ask a couple of questions to get to the bottom of it. Come on, yours truly. Yes. Have you ever felt lonely around a whole bunch of people? Yes. Then you can't be lonely. That was me. I'm lonely. But you still, okay. Okay, now here's a bunch of people. Are you connected with them? Not really. They still feel lonely? Yeah, I do kind of feel lonely sitting here with all these people. Then it's a lie your mind is telling you because here's plenty of people. There's 8 billion people on planet Earth, so they say. How are you possibly lonely? You got 5,000 Facebook friends and 7,000 people that follow you on Facebook. You got a DM full of messages. How can you be lonely? It's not possible to be lonely in consciousness. Consciousness doesn't know anything about lonely because consciousness doesn't know anything about separation. Therefore, what told you you were lonely? The lower mind, the egoic mind that believes in separation. It believes your body is over here and another body is over there, and therefore you are lonely because there's not a body right next to you, or a body sexing you, or a body hugging you, or a body proclaiming its endless love for you. Which if you need that, they'll have to keep doing it because it's never enough. It's never enough. You ever been around these people? Proclaim your endless love for them and still never enough. It's just going into a black hole. It's nothing you can do for these people. They have to do it for themselves inside. I say go on and find someone that is a fountain, just like you. So I was in a state. I was in a state. Isn't this a powerful truth? Black women stand up. And once we get this, we become we become superheroes, the superhero of our own world. That's what happens. Because you don't need anyone. You don't need anything. You don't need things to be a certain way. And you have a continuous blissful experience. Yeah, you have challenges. Yeah, things will come up. Yeah, there are things to overcome. Yeah, there are things to address. That's part of life. You don't have to be in negative states of consciousness. Those are choices. And the choice is, oh, I listened to my lower mind rather than, please share this video with somebody. Please smash up the likes. Please share this video with somebody. Please tell us in the comments what's going on with you as you hear this, because this is a word for everyone. I made a choice to heed my lower mind, the liar, the true devil, rather than the truth of my spirit. The truth of spirit. I can't even say my spirit, the truth of spirit. Therefore, come on, right, Denelzia? Come on, we getting this. We getting this morning. Today's the day of your release. Therefore, we now understand the line in A Course in Miracles that states, I must have decided wrongly because I am not at peace. Ooh! When I read that years ago, I was like, what did I decide? Because I'm not at peace. And I'm not at peace most of the damn time. What did I decide? The course said, if you're not at peace, you decided wrongly. What? Then you got to ask yourself, what the fuck did I decide? What did I decide? What did I decide was true? What did I decide? Because I'm not at peace. It's simple. Anytime you're not at peace and A-okay with whatever people are doing, I get to check this with my boo. I get to check this. If I'm not okay with something he's doing, I ask myself, what did I decide? Because it's never him, it's me. What did I decide? And sure enough, I decided something that wasn't true. And I scared my, oh, you are upset because, like A Course in Miracles says, I see something that is not there. Oh, that's what I decided. I decided to see something that is not there, which means I decided to see an illusion, which means I decided to believe an illusion, which means I decided to believe lies. Well, no wonder I'm not at peace. How can I be at peace when I believe lies? Okay, I must have decided wrongly because I am not at peace. Let's search and see exactly where it is in the Course in Miracles, because I promise you, when I read that years ago, I probably read that a decade ago, I was like, please help me with this, Spirit. ACIM, I must have decided wrongly because I am not at peace. You can just go search it wherever you want to search it. Here it is. Boom. Chapter 5, Healing and Wholeness. Let me go to the actual ACIM. The actual ACIM chapter. Okay, so now we know where it is. It's in chapter 5, Healing and Wholeness, which will knock your socks off. If you read chapter 5 in the text, we're going to have to go over the text one day on this channel because we did the lessons. That was the baby part. We did the baby part. The text will freaking just rip your whole old brain out of your head. Text. Let's go to chapter 5, Healing and Wholeness. Here it is. Chapter 5, Healing and Wholeness. Okay, let's do the search. I must have decided wrongly. This is how you get yourself off the cliff, family. This is how I get myself off the cliff. Because I am not at peace. Let's go get it. Because you want to know exactly where it is. Oh, shorter query. Okay. I must have decided wrongly. Boom. Here we go. Text, paragraph 7. I must have decided wrongly because I am not at peace. Not, I would be at peace if you just stop. Not, I would be at peace if they just. Not, I would be at peace if he, if she. No, 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 no. 100% responsibility. I, in my head, decided something that is not true. And that is the only reason I am not at peace. When I read that, I was like, oh, damn, I'm fucking myself. I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, I'm doing all of it. It said I made the decision myself, but I can also decide otherwise. Why did I make this decision? Because I wanted to go with the little trifling egoic mind. I want to decide otherwise because I want to be at peace. Do you see how the course just taking you through step by step? Do you like not being in peace? Do you like being frustrated, afraid, can't pay for shit, can't make friends, love of fighting. Do you like all that? Can't find your right home, can't find a beautiful car, whatever you're looking for, can't find a lovely restaurant, fighting with the waiter because they bought you the wrong food. But why? Fighting with your kids. I used to do all of that. Now I do none of it. Why? Because I read this and said, I must have decided wrongly because I'm not at peace. And anytime I'm not at peace, I just look at myself and say, if I can catch myself. It's not every time that I can catch myself. If I can catch myself, I'm just getting better and better at just catching myself. Wait a minute. I'm not at peace. What did I decide that was wrong? I promise you, it's a practice. It's a practice. It's a practice. And if you practice this, oh, you will be a motherfucking badass. You will be a badass in your own world. We have to do the text on this channel. Oh, Lord Jesus, thank you, God. God told me, Spirit told me we were going to do the text. That's going to be like another 2 or 3 years of live streams. We can't even do the text in 1 year. Not to do it the way that we need to do it. Come on, Denelzia. Come on. Mishala says, I love the way you explain. They get behind me. Tell me, yes, indeed, right? Denelzia, I must have decided wrongly because I am not at peace. I made the decision myself, but I can also decide otherwise. I want to decide otherwise because I want to be at peace. Boom! I do not feel guilty because the Holy Spirit will undo all the consequences of my wrong decision if I will let Him, her, it. I choose to let Him by allowing Him to decide for God for me. Profound. Profound. Isn't that profound? Came straight out the course. That is a course in miracles. ACIM. I'm going to put the link to that exact quote in the chat because now what you can do is you can just highlight it, you can copy it, and when you paste it, it will have exactly what part of the course you copied it out of so that people can see exactly what it is. There you go. That is exactly where it came from in the course. So do you understand that if you are lonely, if you are feeling unworthy, if you are afraid, if you are feeling less than, if you are feeling confused, if you are feeling limited, constricted, restricted, frustrated, irritated, angry, rageful, unforgiving, all that, if you are in any states of consciousness that are not peace, just remind yourself very lovingly, I can decide otherwise. And then do it. I can decide otherwise. I can. I can decide otherwise. Isn't this good, Katina? Woo, child. And then it gives you the ultimate freedom, the ultimate empowerment, the ultimate inspiration. Because you say, well, I fucked myself. I can unfuck myself. Yay. Who else is going to unfuck you but you? You're the one that fucked yourself unknowingly. We didn't know what we were doing when we were fucking ourselves. We fucked ourselves. We didn't know it. Got ourselves all tied up in knots with these entanglement relationships, with these bad money decisions, with these crazy kids acting crazy, with these strange people staying in our house that we wish they would get out. I mean, we fucked ourselves with all these things. Eating things we know we didn't have no business eating. Now the body temple is looking all out of sorts and unsexy. The good news is you can unfuck yourself. And the good news is you are the only one that can decide otherwise. You're it, boo. It's you. You are it. You are your savior. Ain't no Jesus Christ coming back a second time to save your ass. You are Jesus fucking Christ. I said it. You are Jesus fucking Christ. Save your own damn self. Okay. That's right. You're in complete control of your destiny, right, Ty? Completely. And when you step off your throat, sit on your throne and say, okay, I did this and watch what I do now. So I started off telling you that I was quote unquote homeless. How you gonna be homeless on planet Earth? This is your home. Anyway, that's what I thought. I decided wrongly. So I changed my mind. And I used magic. And now I have this beautiful home. I promise you, it was not hard. As I start to get myself together, it wasn't hard. It's not hard to have everything you want. I promise you. Big, beautiful home, lovely swimming pool. Let's just walk around. Let's just walk around because I don't think people believe me. I really don't. Here's the living room. I don't think people believe me. It's a beautiful home, a beautiful home, a beautiful home. I promise you, I don't think people believe me when I tell them the things that I tell them. Lovely swimming pool, anything you want. More bedrooms than I can sleep in, anything you want, baby. It's whatever you want. It's whatever you want. I wanted a beautiful home, several bedrooms, a studio where upstairs where my office is, a big gorgeous closet because I got too many damn earrings. I need a place for my earrings, spirit. It was like, psh, 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 psh. They're like, oh no, make the closet bigger. She loves earrings. And I walked in and was like, well, damn. I love marble countertops. Do you see that? Marble countertops. This shit ain't hard. Once you get your mind right, this shit ain't hard. Here come a lovely person walking into your life. Woo! New member. Yay! Come with us to Egypt and you can go shopping and get yourself all kinds of wonderful goodies. And this is my bell from Egypt with Hathor on it. Hathor, Isis. Hathor and Isis have some commonalities in certain parts of Egypt. When I take you to the temple of Philae, you'll see Hathor and Isis, and you will be solid with the goddess. You'll be solid with the goddess after that. It's not hard. I promise you, the universe has everything you want in the way you want it, with the people you want to do it with, waiting for you if you would just do what we're about to talk about right now. That whole introduction was for what we're about to talk about right now, day 16. Because this word, day 16, is all about you being worthy. The angels had to give us 15 days of preparation before we got to worthy. And we're going to be on worthy for a minute. Before we could get to day 16 and you being worthy, we had to have 15 days of preparation. 15 days of reminding who we are and coming into truth of our worthiness. Worthy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Take a screenshot if you don't have the book. And if you don't have the book, why not? Be a member and you'll get the book. And if you're not a member, become a member because you have a whole library of my books there for you. It's just join here on YouTube. Just push the join button and you can become a member. And if you don't have the book yet, go to ValerieLove.com and you want to click on books. And when you go to ValerieLove.com, you click on books. You want to get the paperback and the, I don't think there's an ebook of 40 Money Mantras. Is there an ebook of 40 Money Mantras? Let's see, on Amazon. Oh yeah, it's in Kindle Unlimited. Wow, if you're in Kindle Unlimited, you get it free. You can read it free, or on Kindle, or buy the paperback, 1111. Buy the paperback, 40 Money Mantras. Okay, get the paperback and get the Kindle. And if you would be so kind, I love all the amazing reviews. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you would be so kind, please do a review. Please do a review. Please do a review. Yay. Thank you. If you're getting something from this, please, you've got to give it. That's the only way you can keep it, beloved. You give it. You go to Amazon and give something to somebody. You say, okay, now this is what I picked up from day 10, and this is what it changed for me, and you need to get this book. Amazing. Or go and say, oh, this is such a wonderful experience because this is what I learned, and you need to get on the YouTube channel and watch these videos. Amazing. Just pay it forward. Yes, that's how you get to keep it. I'm determined to give everything away. The universe is in this big giving game that I am in the universe. I can't give everything away because it just keeps giving me more and more and more stuff and people and love and everything. And yet it's such a wonderful game to be in. Day 16, worthy. I am grateful to know how worthy and deserving I am of all the massive wealth, infinite supply, and supernatural surplus that shows up in my world daily. As a significant wealth creator, I get to add value to so many people's lives. And it feels amazing to know that the worthiness and deservedness of my own being has recognized itself and manifested as tremendous gifts to self and others. I am worthy of all the good the divine pours into my life, and it feels good to let it all in. Amen. Let's break it down. Day 16, worthy. Now, I discovered that I had depths of unworthiness. Depths of unworthiness. When you could swim in that bitch. I mean, depths of unworthiness. It was pretty deep. From where? From growing up. By the time you're 16, you got death by 1,000 cuts. You got a million messages that you weren't enough, that you didn't have enough, that you weren't good, you weren't worthy, shouldn't have this, you can't have dessert, you punish, you bad, you a sinner, you this. How you gonna be worthy after you got a million damn messages pretty much every day that you ain't shit? That's seemingly the choir that we sing to children. Ah, you shouldn't have did that. Oh, you messed that up. Oh, that's not good enough. Oh, you only got an 85. I wanted you to get a 90. These kids don't even want to be in school. We don't even need school anymore. We have Chat GPT. We don't need school. Chat GPT, write me a legal brief. You can be a lawyer now. Chat GPT, write me a website. You don't need to learn how to code. Let the AI do it for you. We don't need school. But it'll probably take us another couple of decades to figure that out. That we don't need any of that. Just ask Chat GPT, just ask the AI. How do I do so and so? It spits it out. So, school, you weren't good enough in school. You weren't good at home. You didn't get dessert, weren't worthy of dessert. You weren't. Some parents withheld their love. I'm not even going to hug you. Get out my face. I don't even want to see you. Go to your room. And we wonder why we get to adulthood and we're not worthy. Is there a question why we wouldn't be worthy? How many messages growing up did you get that there was something wrong with yourself, or something wrong with what you were doing, or that you weren't enough, or that you don't deserve to have this, that, and the other? And then if you even asked it, your parents would act like that was just some horrible thing that you even asked for, because they were in the depths of their own unworthiness. They can't give you something that they don't have. We got about 1 billion messages that you are unworthy and undeserving of massive good, massive wealth. So, how can you get to your adulthood and expect to let in all this massive good, massive wealth, massive love when you've never had it, first of all, your entire life? Even if you grew up rich, you probably still never had massive wealth. That was your parents' wealth. It wasn't yours, boo. And they might have reminded you that it wasn't yours, or somehow made you know that it wasn't yours. And did you let the love in? I promise you, I have had so much difficulty just letting love in, just let it sink in, let wealth in, let abundance in, just let it sink into the depths of the shadow self that still believes it's unworthy. Now, if you ask most people, do you have an unworthiness issue? They'll tell you, of course not. No, I don't have an unworthiness issue. I feel completely worthy all the time. I feel completely good. I'm supposed to have this, that, and the other. Yet you don't have it. Well, I'm getting it. Yeah, but you don't have it. And what you have right now is very unwanted. I just tell yourself the truth. That's all you got to do. Because the truth will set you free. Just have the truth conversation with yourself and say, I realize that my life is not what I want it to be. I'm looking at the truth of what I currently have, and what I currently have does not demonstrate all the power and ability inside me. I know I can go so much higher. Yet, before you can go higher, a great occult truth that the ancients knew is that you have to go deep. You have to go deep into the shadow. You have to go deep into your basement that has the dead bodies in it, that stinks and reaches to the reeks to high heaven. And it's just no one wants to go into the basement of their own consciousness. Just close that door and just act like everything's okay when it's not. Everything wasn't okay with me. That's why I was walking around feeling frustrated, didn't have a house, feeling unworthy, feeling undeserved. A house couldn't have come in and stayed if I had tried. My daughter and I were talking about this the other day. And this is what she said. Let me come back to. Woo! Come on, yours truly. Put it in the vortex. Come on, baby. Let's get this. My daughter and I were speaking the other day. We're going to end with this. My daughter and I were speaking the other day, and you know what she said? We said something, denial of the truth, right, Denelzia? That's what happens. That's what happens. You know? School is where you go to be uneducated. Isn't that the truth? They take you out of your knowing, your divine knowing. Weren't good enough in school, no dessert, no hugs, parents don't want to see you. That's right. Go to your room, wonder why you get to adulthood and we're not worthy. Don't deserve to have this, that, and the other. That's right. That's right. In the depths of their own unworthiness, they can't give you what they don't have. That's right. That's right. People can't give you what they don't have. Stop demanding of people what they can't give you. Give it to yourself. They can't give it to you, boo. They just can't. They want to. They want to give you what you want. Oh, Christianity was the big, well, Christianity, absolutely. I love what you're saying, Mishala. Mishala is saying, growing up Mormon definitely reinforced this message continually. Amen. Denelzia. Christianity as well. Absolutely. Because Christianity told you a sinner, you born in sin. There's nothing you can do about sin. And the best you can do is pray to God and hope that he accepts your sacrifice of acknowledging the sacrifice. You sacrificing your whole self. In acknowledging the sacrifice of Jesus Christ that came down here to save all the lowly sinners, and somebody had to slay him, and he had to be tortured for your sins, you little sinner, ungrateful. Then you got to go in church and see him all sad hanging there. I did this for you. See what they did to me for you. That's a horrible story. It's a horrible story. The best thing you can do to free yourself from that is stop believing that story immediately. I am a Christian witch. I have a relationship with Christ. I don't do religion and what them dudes over in the Roman Catholic told you to do, Catholic Church told you to do, or what the Protestants told you to do when they broke away from the Roman Catholic Church. I don't follow what those big dudes, those I call them big dudes. They thought they were big dudes, dudes in pointy hats walking around being bishops trying to tell everybody what to do. I don't follow them. People think that's Christianity. That's what they think. They think that the people that made up all this shit about the Trinity and Jesus was born a God, and Jesus was a divine being just like you. He's your older brother. It tells you that in the Course of Miracles. You're a divine being. Jesus is a divine being. Jesus is a divine being, advanced soul that came here to show you how to do it, just like all the advanced souls that showed you how to do it, just like Mother Teresa. And then we canonize them and make them saints. Jesus was a divine being. His birth was marked in the stars. Even the astrology of Jesus' birth is in the Bible, because the stars can tell you where and when a divine being is going to be born that is going to do great things for humanity, because they know who they are. So my daughter and I went speaking the other day, and we were talking about this whole situation about houses. And one of the big reasons why people cannot get a house and keep a house, a beautiful house, the house that they love, a house that's deserving of them and worthy of them, a house that truly reflects their creative capacities, a house that is a home to them. Like when I walk into my house, it's a hug. A house that, I used to have a house that had a stone front, and I just love stone. And why did I walk into this house and there was the stone all around the swimming pool? I said, look at Spirit. Why did it have not just the marble countertop? It had the bull nose marble countertop. See, because I love the bull nose. Do you see the cut of the marble countertop? Not only did it have wood, it had this delicious cedar wood that you can just smell the wood throughout the house, because the house has real wood in it, not plywood and fake shit. I mean, Spirit will give you the desires of your heart. You've got to be worthy. You've got to be deserving. You've got to let it in. So my daughter and I were talking about this whole situation with houses, and she was talking about how she never really let herself have this beautiful, fabulous house. Like she's about to move into this beautiful, fabulous house, right? And she said she always felt like she was settling. Not anymore, because my daughter, by the way, I'm going to share my daughter's YouTube channel with you, because she's doing an incredible series on her YouTube channel. Let me find it for you, and you will love it. And subscribe to her channel. Let me find her wonderful series. And so we were talking about, as I bring this up, we were talking about how we don't always let ourselves have what we really know we want and what we truly can have, right? We won't let ourselves do that. Okay, let's go on screen share and I'll show you my daughter's beautiful YouTube channel. Here it is. She is Gaia Ethereal, and she's badass. She's definitely a badass. And yes, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And she blew up on um, Instagram. She had something like, I don't know, 3,000 followers. And she was just so focused on creating this amazing content and working her content thing and doing that. Now she's at 16,000 followers on Instagram. She was like, Mom, I'm Instagram famous. I'm Insta famous, Mom. I'm like, go ahead, girlfriend. You Insta famous, okay? Because I fully support my children in everything they do and everything they are and all their creative abilities and endeavors. So that's my big daughter. And my little daughter is about to graduate from college next month. And we are all about to go down there and celebrate her like till the cows come home, okay? So this daughter, my big daughter, and I were talking about settling. That's how you can tell you got unworthiness, undeservingness, settling. You won't let yourself have the thing you really want to have. So you settle for this boo. You settle for this house you don't want. You settle for the car you don't want because you can afford the payments. You settle for the body you don't want because you don't want to get up to go to the gym or do some really hard shit. That's how you can tell the unworthiness, the undeservedness. The beauty is we can do something about it. That's the beauty. You are not stuck in undeservedness, unworthiness. You can get up out of that piece anytime you want. And this is the day that you get up out of it and you make decisions based on worth and deservedness. What am I worth? What do I deserve? What am I worth? My worth is infinite. My worth cannot be calculated. My worth is infinite. And I deserve all. I deserve it all the good, all the wealth, all the dreams come true, all the happiness, all the love, all the peace, all the bliss. I deserve it all. And I'm about to have it right now. I deserve it all, and I will have it right now. That's the conversation you start having with the universe, and watch what happens. I love you. Reverend Valerie Love, I hope you come into our space so we can hug your neck at the Christian Witches Convention and do the rituals with us. I'm telling you, I did a fair amount of magic. When you see us do these rituals at the Christian Witches Convention, I'm telling you, we're doing a Venus ritual on Friday to get your love and money together. And we're doing a Jupiter ritual on Saturday. Okay, Friday is the day of Venus. So we're doing the Jupiter, the Friday ritual. And even though Saturday is Saturn's day, Jupiter is Thursday, we won't be in the ritual space on Thursday. So we're going to do our ritual on Saturday. You're about to leave the Christian Witches Convention brand new. I'll tell you that much because it's one thing to do a ritual online with money uncrossing. It's another thing, which we're still in the effects of money uncrossing. If you don't have the money uncrossing class, you need to get it. Just go to valerielove.com, click on classes. So, if you're at a place where travel is not happening for you right now, you need to go to books and classes. That way you can still be in the loop. Or you can go to coaching and we can coach you from anywhere in the world, especially coming into the mastermind. Okay? So there's really no excuse wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Kim, whoo, settling. Whoa, we are moving on Friday to the Delaware Beach. Oh, there were other places that would have worked, yet we would have settled. And I said, no settling. Ooh, come on, Kim. I always love seeing Kim in our Zooms. Come on, no settling. Come on, Kim. Go on to your new house in Delaware Beach. Come on. And all the beautiful furniture and all the beautiful plants and everything that you're going to have in the home. And the home is beautiful. The home is blessed. Are you doing a blessing of the house? Got to do a house blessing, right? Got to do a house blessing. Infinite worth cannot be calculated. I deserve it all. I deserve it all. I'm about to have it right now. Have that conversation with the universe. That's right. Denelzia is the universal transcriber because Denelzia she's better than the AI transcription. She can give you word for word, okay? Denelzia, whenever Denelzia is somewhere, she got her pencil like, okay. She is the scribe of the universe. I promise you, where there's Denelzia, there's notes. And she will go back. I promise you, if you probably asked Denelzia, what happened at the Wealthy Goddess retreat? We don't know. Denelzia, on Friday, we did this and you said this. And then we did this. Now, child, Denelzia will. She got it straight. Okay. You need the replay. Denelzia is like, one moment. Yes, at 10:03, you said this. Now, what did that mean? Denelzia is not playing, okay? And you know what I like about Denelzia? That you can see that she's recording it and it's working. You can see, okay? Now, because my daughter and I were having that conversation about settling with regard to homes, we were able to see just how far our evolution and ascension had brought us, that we were able to command the homes we desire, move into them, easily afford them, all these things, and have what you truly deserve and desire. And I'm just going to recreate that all over the world. I want a home in Dubai. I want a home in Bali. Maybe now I'm going to have a home in Thailand too, because Thailand was so off the charts that I could hop over to Thailand and hang out with them for a while, right? There's so much for you. Have it all. Peace. Don't edit yourself. KAISI out. I love you.